Okay, good morning. And for today's video, we're going to differentiate a quadratic equation from a not a quadratic equation. So we have a quadratic equation and a not a quadratic equation. Okay, so we have here different equations. So we're going to determine the quadratic equation and the not a quadratic equation. So in number 1, 2m squared minus 8m equals 0 is a quadratic equation. Number 2, r squared plus 8r plus 16 equals 0 is a quadratic equation. Number 3 is x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0 is also an example of a quadratic equation. Now, what about number 4? In number 4, you have 3s plus 21 equals 0 is not a quadratic equation. Number 5, 5t plus 7 equals 0 is not a quadratic equation. Number 6, x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals 0 is a quadratic equation. Number 7, 8k minus 3 equals 0 is not a quadratic equation. 9 minus 4x equals 0 is not a quadratic equation. And r squared minus 16 equals 0 is a quadratic equation. Okay, looking at these two equations, r squared plus 8r plus 16 is a quadratic equation. And 8k minus 3 is not a quadratic equation. If you're going to observe these two equations, they are different from each other. Why? Okay, looking at the quadratic equation, we have the exponent or the degree 2. That will make the equation quadratic. And for the other one, not a quadratic equation, the exponent is 1 or it is of degree 1. Now, we call this equation a linear equation. A linear equation in one variable is of degree 1. And a quadratic equation in one variable is of degree 2. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation and this is a linear equation.